So what is the difference between people who are ordinary and those who end up being champions? I would say it's the passion, it's the hunger and the discipline with which they do their tasks. Most of the world who I meet and most of the people who speak with me, they always say, I can't, it will not be possible. But I think a person who comes to me and says, okay, let me give it a shot and I really don't care if I pass or fail, I think it makes a big difference. It's always in the efforts that lies the difference rather than in the outcome. And I think there's one thing which we all need to learn. It's called the event response outcome. We cannot change the outcome unless we change the response to the event. And the only thing which is up to us is to change the response that we have. Work with passion, develop hunger, and of course work with discipline. These three things together will make you not just an ordinary person but a champion. So what is this work with passion? People who enjoy doing their day-to-day tasks, people who enjoy doing their work every day, people who put a lot of love into their work and do not much bother about results, and they continuously are ready to keep failing forward. These kind of people are called passionate people, and only the passionate people will occupy spaces in the future. Many people are either stuck in the past or worrying about the future. I see very few people who are staying in the moment and 100% present where they are present. My earnest request to you is, please be 100% present wherever you are, be it in your house, be it with your personal relationships, be it in your professional spaces. Be 100% present. What do you call such people? Passionate people. They don't worry about outcomes, they just worry about efforts. The next trait that you can develop is called hunger. And what is hunger? Something equated to life. Without this, I'm going to die. And when you equate something to your own life and you give it the importance that you give your life, then I must assure you that it is a matter of a few days or maybe a few months before you and whatever you have in your mind are soon together. And that is the kind of hunger that I will recommend that you develop. Now, how can you do this? By consistently repeating tasks, by developing expertise, and by not just doing 1,000 things in a distracted way, but doing one thing in a nice, focused, dedicated manner with full of passion. And then you automatically are hungry. Hungry for what? For the energy that goes into the effort and not the outcome that you keep expecting all the time. Sometimes people say work backwards. Yes, in certain instances it works, but we really cannot sit and predict the outcomes, because the only thing that we can not just predict but put maximum into is your effort as well as your energy. Finally, the word discipline. Whenever I say discipline to my students, they will say no, because they think discipline is something stringent, something strong. But believe me, the mind is such a wild animal that it needs some kind of a harness. And if you don't harness anything, you will not have the power of energy. So what is the meaning of discipline? I'll give you an example of maybe a morning walk that you take every day. So on the weekends, generally, a lot of people tell me, I feel lazy. I don't feel like it. Today is a Sunday, so you should relax more. Why do you want to walk every day? So I would say in such instances, when you feel like doing something, please do it for half an hour. But when you really don't feel like doing something, I think you need to push yourself to do it for 1 full hour. Because if you do this, you're actually retraining your brain not to create excuses and to work around efforts. A champion always is a master of efforts and not a slave to excuses. So I'm asking you one question. Are you a master of your efforts, or are you a slave to your excuses? If you develop this sense called PhD, which is passion, hunger and discipline, trust me, it's just a matter of a few days or a few months before you'll be easily able to achieve and glide through everything that you believe is success to you. I wish you all the very best.